I'm LJ.
What's cracking, y'all? It's Stevie Knicks.
And we're Knicks fans.
And welcome to Knicks Anonymous.
Myself, and I think we see Willis coming out.
Fast break to Walt Frazier. Frazier then slows it down. Is picked up by Jerry West at the top of the post. Three.
We know differently, and here's David Stern with the announcement.
Pick, select Patrick Ewing.
Bernard looking for 50, and he's got it. Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied. Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8 tenths left. Lynn puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown. Johnson cuts left. Now fires a three. It is good, and he's fouled. It counts, and he is fouled.
Barrett drives down, and this time finishes with authority.
What it do, New York? Welcome back to another episode of
Knicks Anonymous. Episode 65.
which happens to be the last episode of the season.
Season finale, baby.
Well, I'm not sure whether to give the claps or the womps.
No, we can give it the claps because we accomplished something.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, 65 episodes is a lot of episodes.
Oh, I was talking about the Knicks.
Nah, I wouldn't womp it because...
But if you're talking about us, yeah, I'll give us the claps and the air horns again. I'll give us the wow.
I don't think we should get the Knicks a womp because things are looking promising for the future. But we'll get into that a little later.
Things are looking promising. But for this season alone.
Yeah, I mean, it is a letdown. Don't get it twisted. But, you know
what, just to please the fans, because I'm sure a lot of people are saying, put the womps, LJ, do it.
Nah. Well, if they are, I disagree, but whatever.
Because a lot of people think this year was a dumpster fire. You know how some
people throw around words with no
dumpster
context.
Fire. Well, welcome back.
Stop doing that, y'all. Stop throwing around words with no context.
It's alright though.
Like, for real.
That's why we're here though. We're here to bring the peace because we are the people's voice, Stevie.
I dig, but I can still tell them to stop.
You're telling the people to stop with their own voice.
No, I'm telling them to stop using terms with no context, just to use terms. Like dumpster fire, for example.
It's pretty creative though. You gotta give it that though.
I guess.
It is pretty creative.
I guess, but anyway, since we're talking about the people...
Have you ever started a dumpster fire?
No, I'd rather not, because it's hard to stop. And, since we're talking about the people and starting dumpster fires, follow us on Instagram at Knicks Anonymous. And it's not for you to start dumpster fires. I just said that. Follow us at Knicks Anonymous. You can find us on platforms such as Amazon Music, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Breaker, or simply just Google Knicks Anonymous and you'll find us.
Thank you for that, Steven.
And don't start no dumpster fires.
No dumpster fires here, and if you do, we didn't tell you to. Knicks Anonymous is not responsible for anything, any damages, any injuries.
To any dumpsters.
Or any dumpsters.
Or people.
Or things that you put into the dumpster. And whatever you start the dumpster fire with. Now, with all that information being said, shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family. You have been with us for 2 seasons so far of NBA Knicks basketball. Well, it wouldn't be any other league, but
True.
You get the point. You get the point, but thank you guys. I just wanted to genuinely thank you guys for sticking with us. We are really starting to build a community here and growing as one whole Knicks Anonymous family.
Hell, we may even go on Twitter soon.
So we're doing, honestly, real quick, I'm going to throw a little curveball for a second real quick, since it's the last season of the episode of the season. Since we're going to be talking about the Knicks performance, how do you feel about the Knicks Anonymous performance this year?
Got better.
You think we should change anything? You think?
No. I like the way we do things. We've gotten better. We're more comfortable speaking on microphones and talking to people that aren't there, because we are talking to
ourselves
and people listening. And at first we were kind of shaky, but as time went by, we got better, and here we are now. So I would give our performance an A+.
Ooh, I couldn't have said it better myself, man. I definitely agree. I feel like we're more comfortable. I feel like we're more outspoken. I feel like we have more flair to our show now.
We have to make that decision though, to make that leap on Twitter or not.
Ooh,
I think we should.
Yeah, Knicks Anonymous family.
We're not going to tell you when. It'll be a surprise, but we will be going on Twitter.
Yes, a lot of dankage. Pretty much the same content you get on Instagram, you'll definitely get it on Twitter. But I think Twitter's gonna be a little bit more dinkage.
Yeah.
Than Instagram, because Instagram because Twitter's a little bit more rated R. If you ask me, if we're going through social medias like out of Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, I think Twitter's like up with Facebook with the rated R.
Oh, you mean the toxicity?
Yeah, I think Instagram is like rated E for everyone.
Yeah, everybody seems happy on Instagram.
But Twitter and Facebook is where
Twitter's where the war is at.
Yeah.
That's where the Marvel versus the DC.
Yeah.
The Democrats versus the Republicans.
Yeah.
That's where it's all popping at on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's where it's rocking.
Twitter's like, you know how back in the days you was in school, like, we're gonna meet here, we're gonna fight after school. That's Twitter.
Yes. That's Twitter.
That's Twitter.
And Reddit. Yes, Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Reddit was way worse.
Yeah, Reddit.
Bro.
Reddit is bad.
So we're staying off Reddit, y'all.
Yeah,
I don't want that smoke.
we may throw some links in your Reddit parties.
That's about it, bro.
That's about it.
We don't want no smoke with Reddit.
No,
we barely want smoke with Twitter, but we gonna jump in.
We're gonna have to, yeah. And maybe Facebook. Actually, we have a Facebook.
We just not getting no burn on Facebook.
Yeah, you got. We actually have a Facebook group. Go join that if you haven't joined that already. Come talk Knicks with us. We will definitely answer back, because why not? We are the people's voice. And what, Stevie?
We ain't nothing without the people.
Exactly. Come on. What you doing? Are you focused? Wow. Are you focused?
I'm focused.
Woo! Were the Knicks focused?
Not against the Nets, no.
Ooh, yeah. So with that being said, let's get right into the games now. So first fun up, I'm going to assume we're going to start off with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, that was the first one. We actually, you know what?
We played extremely well for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, man. Despite the fact we blew a 20-point lead?
22.
A 22-point lead. Final score, Nets 110, Knicks 98, by the way. And they pretty much killed us in the second half, dude. They outscored us, from what I'm looking at, 60-31. So, yeah, that's a big reason why we blew that 20-point lead. 15 points in the third, 16 in the fourth. Not going to cut it.
It's not going to cut it. But some, like myself, were trying to give the Knicks the benefit of the doubt, judging by who's the one that brought him back. Because it wasn't no ordinary player. It was KD and Kyrie.
Yeah, but we kind of held Kyrie in check, though. He was only 9 for 26. He only got buckets because he got to the free throw line. So, actually, no, I'm lying. He only had 3 free throws. He was 9 of 26, 3 for 3 from free throw, 3 of 12 from 3. Yeah, we did a good job on Kyrie. We damn sure did. It was KD that messed it up. And Seth Curry. He hit some clutch threes in the end.
Yeah, KD's, man. He's something else, man. We can hate him all we want, but, bro, that man is a living legend.
Yeah, man. Triple-double on us.
He's walking history.
32 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Pretty impressive.
Some would even say that game sort of had a Reggie Miller, Spike Lee moment where the Knicks fans were kind of agitating Kyrie and KD to then basically throwing fuel to the fire and fueling the wrong people. Because I don't know if you noticed, at the end of the game, Kyrie had some words for some Knicks fans. And then apparently he apologized later because he thinks he spoke to the wrong people. Whatever that means.
I don't know. Today's players are weird, bro. Like, I'm not saying that they should take disrespect. Nobody should take disrespect, bro. But heckling is part of the game, dude. As long as you don't cross the line, you're all right.
It's like, what's crossing the line?
Crossing the line is like throwing death threats at people, or like what happened to Trae Young in the playoffs last year. Somebody spitting at them.
Yeah, spit on him.
Yeah, you don't threaten people. You don't spit on people. You don't tell players, you're going to punch them or you want to meet them outside like they did to Red Dude. You don't do... Or what did they say to Russ? They said something to Westbrook.
What, Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, they said so. I forgot what they said to him, but... You don't do certain things.
Wait, he's going to fight his wife?
Yeah.
He's going to fight the dude's wife and him?
Yeah.
I think he said some racist shit.
Yeah, but that's unacceptable too, and racism as well. So, any of those things, I could understand the players responding. But if you're just getting heckled, like, for example, when they called Westbrook and he got mad, or when people say you suck, or you shoot a brick.
You building houses for the homeless?
That's part of the game, bro.
Bro, they literally brought children up at the ESPYs to thank Ben Simmons for his community service.
I think that was worse than anything.
Yo, bro, That really happened, everybody. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go right now on YouTube and look up the ESPYs and put ESPYs Ben Simmons joke. What happened was the guy who plays Falcon, I don't know his name. You know his name? The guy who plays Falcon from Marvel was telling some jokes. It was actually, if Ben Simmons was to slap him, I would actually agree with him more than Will Smith.
I guess. Nah.
I'm just throwing Will Smith jokes out.
Okay, fine.
Let's clap it up for the Will Smith jokes.
Those are all slaps.
I wish.
Those ain't claps. Those are slaps.
Oh, those are all slaps? Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah, honestly, look up ESPY's Ben Simmons joke. Pretty much, they brought kids to the stage, and they were like, yo, we want to thank Ben Simmons for building houses. Pretty much, he was shooting up bricks. That's basically what it is. So, they're saying Ben Simmons' playoff performance gave a lot of kids homes.
That's fucked up.
And the kids were like, thank you, Ben Simmons.
That was funny. I can't lie, but it was still messed up.
No, it was hilarious. I didn't think it was real. But then it was real.
Yeah, it is what it is. I wonder if he's gonna play in the playoffs this year. We'll see.
Yo, if they go further enough, I heard he might.
We'll see. We got a little off track here. Let's talk about this game.
Nah, let's talk about
4 players at double figures. One thing I didn't like about this game though is the blown lead, bro. I understand you think because KD and Kyrie were there, we should have beat them, bro. I'm sorry, I disagree. We should have beat these guys, bro.
I think we got out experienced.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna doubt that. I'm not gonna doubt anything you say because you're not wrong. Yes, we got out experience. Yes, they have KD and we don't. Yes, they have Kyrie and we don't. They have Steph Curry, one of the best shooters of all time, and he is percentage-wise. Steph Curry's one of the best shooters of all time. Look that up.
But we did have a 22-point lead,
bro. The way we held Kyrie in check, as far as like efficiency, we should have at least won by 5, bro.
And I really like that matchup between McBride and Kyrie.
Bro, he was doing good.
That was a great matchup to watch.
He was doing good, bro. But, like, we just couldn't finish the job, man. Again, what was it? 60-31, dude. Unacceptable.
Let's talk about Obi Toppin with the 19 points.
That was off the bench, correct?
He actually
he started. He started. He started. That's right.
So, for a start, what would you rate it? I'll say a B-.
I would grade that as well because I want more rebounds. That's the only reason why I give him a B-. 5 rebounds ain't cutting it for a power forward, in my opinion.
Because 20 points is good for him.
That's great.
But 20 points in 43 minutes.
19 points.
Or 19 points, sorry.
That's still
19
good.
points, but in 43 minutes.
That's good. Bro, if you're getting 19 points per game from Obi Toppin, that's great. If we get that from him next year, I'll take it. You're not taking 19 from Obi, 19 and 8 rebounds?
I mean, yeah, what more would we want from him?
That's great.
But I don't know, maybe the minutes is what's throwing me off a little bit.
He played almost the whole game. He only sat down for 5 minutes.
You should have 24.
I guess.
That's just me.
Nah, well, he had a good shooting performance. He missed free throws, though, so that's probably... He shot 50% from the line, so, he would have had 22 had he not missed those free throws.
But the good thing here is the shots that he took, he made most of them. You know what I mean? So that's good. He's taking high percentage shots and he's knocking them down.
Especially those threes. He's looking pretty confident shooting them threes now. I love it.
Your boy Mr. Dependable, 37 minutes, 24 points. Bro, he's really not a point guard. He only had 1 assist.
Yeah, but, despite all that, he's not playing too bad. He's really not. I don't want him starting at point guard just like everybody else, but you can't say he's playing bad. He's just out of position, as we've said many times.
Oh my God! And look at something I've noticed here too. You could tell the ball wasn't moving by the assists on our side.
As a team, we had drum roll. Yeah. Oh, not really. 22 assists isn't too bad, but
to their what?
To their 28. So that's 7 per quarter. Yeah,
that makes the difference. That makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. It does. I can't deny that.
But look. So one thing I like about it is that Quickly is definitely the leader, or one of the few leaders on the team for the assists, because the one who was leading was Barrett with 7 assists.
Yeah.
But here's what Barrett messed up, bro. 7 for 27.
Yeah, bro. Like this wasn't one of his best shooting games.
WTF, my boy. You get the wands for that one.
But it's crazy though, because you know why? You know how RJ's getting better? Because at one point when he was having these games, you wouldn't score 23 points.
That's what I'm saying. A bad game for Barrett is 18 to 20 points.
So yeah, we're gonna get to him in a minute. I don't want to get too.
No,
deep
we're just shuffling through the games right now, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get more in depth later on. So stay tuned. You already know. Shout out to Knicks and Honest family for saying. You already know. If you're here right now, put the number 9 in the comments so we know who's listening, who's not. If you're up until this point, comment number 9 so we know who's who and who's really about it.
Facts. 21 for 36 from free throws, also not acceptable, bro. 58%, my guy.
This offseason, I really want him to work on his free throws because his game, he's gonna be at the free throw line almost the entire game.
He was 7 of 12, dude. Like, bro, he was 7 of 12. Sims was 2 of 6. Toppin was 3 of 6. Burks was 6. Everybody missed a free throw, bro. At least one. That's crazy.
It's not good.
Everybody missed a free throw. We can't have that. You know what I mean? Especially quickly. 3 of 4. But I'm not too mad at him because he's one of the leaders in free throw percentage. So every once in a while he'll miss.
Hey, you know what's crazy? We had more free throws than them by like almost double.
They just had a higher percentage. That's all.
But I'm saying, I imagine if we hit most of them.
Exactly.
We missed 15 and we lost by how much?
110.98. 12.
So we would won by 3 if we hit all our free throws.
So yeah, free throws is another thing we have to work on.
Especially for Barrett, man. With his game specifically.
But we had way more. We had double their free throws.
Yeah.
And we missed.
I think we had 36, right?
Again, we should have won this game.
Yeah, there was a lot. I'm starting to lean towards your way, Stevie, a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, but you're not wrong either because because the day we were watching the game, you were saying all the good things that were happening, and I kept saying, but we blew a 22-point lead. So that was kind of like me dismissing the good things, which I shouldn't have done because you're right. Good things did happen in that game.
They played a lot. They played them solid for the first 3 quarters.
Like the defense, like as I said, the defense on Kyrie was good. There were some moments we were holding down KD. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna hold down KD for a full game, so you have to embrace the moments that you do. Steph Curry was quiet up until the end, so he played good ball, man. We just couldn't finish it.
Who was guarding RJ? You think it was KD?
I don't recall, honestly. I couldn't tell you.
Because if RJ would have had a good game, we're winning this game.
I agree. I would say either KD or Bruce Brown were guarding him.
Did we beat Brooklyn the first time? No, we were
Nah, we haven't beat them, right? We haven't beat Brooklyn this year.
But we've been close twice, right?
Yeah.
I think they ended quite
similar. We blown 2 big leads.
Yeah, quite similarly.
And the other game they dropped 53.
Fuck, how do
KD
you
dropped
say
53. Similarly.
Similarly.
Yes.
Similarly.
Move on.
Yeah, bro.
Move on.
Bro, my tongue just can't pronounce it properly.
It's okay.
Everyone type it, put it in the chat. Another one.
I guess we'll move on to the next game.
There's not really much to talk about.
Nets 110, Knicks 98.
But the best thing to take out of that game for me is the performance from everybody, to be honest. Like, the stats don't really... I mean, they do... The stats will tell you why we lost. It doesn't tell you how well we did as a team.
I could agree to that.
You know what I mean?
To an extent. I won't fully agree, but to an extent,
you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, because, like, even if you look at Sims' numbers, he scored 2 points. But he did a lot of good things on the court. He did a lot of good things you don't see on the stat sheet, like cutting off pick and rolls. Basically, a dude thinks he's open under the basket. Here comes Jericho Sims he didn't have a lot of blocks, but he altered a lot of shots. So yeah, the numbers don't tell the whole story for that game. I agree, but I'm still mad we blew that lead, bro. We should have beat them. We really should have beat them.
That wasn't cool, man. And I kept telling your brother, man. Your brother kept saying, "We got this, bro." I'm like, "Yo, listen, we cannot." Once Durant dunked it, and he started flexing and screaming.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit, here we go."
I was like, "Yeah, nah, this is not looking good, man." Because that's the wrong guy you want looking like that at that time. Because when he was doing that, it was like mid-third quarter. I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh boy, all right. Moving on to the Wizards.
To the win, no.
Final score to that game, and this was a good game. Final score 114-92. And what's cool about it that I liked about this game is it looked in the fourth towards like the middle. It looked like we were about to play down to our competition, It didn't happen, and we took control in the end.
And to also throw us out there, no Beal or Porzingis.
Yeah, I thought Porzingis was going to play that game. I was not aware he was out.
He was out. Yes, he was indeed
out. Obviously I was aware he was out watching the game. What I'm saying is I wasn't aware he was going to be out pregame.
Yeah, neither did I. That was kind of a shock as well.
So, yeah, either way, it's a win. I'll take it.
What a dominant win at that. Well, not so dominant like you said. It almost kind of slipped from us. But we regained composure.
Yeah, we hit our free throws, 16 of 20.
And then we have a guy named Obi Toppin on this team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, career high. 35 points for Obi. Congratulations on that.
Well, not a career high anymore.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that in a second. At that time, a career high. But again, he got to get his rebounds up. He only had 4. I don't like that. I don't like power forwards getting less than 8 boards. I don't like that.
That is true, because that is your duty.
You know what I mean? But I'm not doubting Obi. He will get better at that. But 4 boards, I don't like it.
Yes, Alec Burks, 6 points.
Yeah, but he had a good stat line, though. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. He was plus 25, bro. He's Mr. Dependable, and he didn't even get that many buckets
this was the game RJ sprained his knee.
Yep.
I remember that, because he has 14 minutes and 14 points.
Yep.
RJ did not finish this game, and he did not play for the rest of the season, by the way.
Which was only 1 game.
Yes. Smart move.
Yeah, but this game was basically the Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quigley show. Emmanuel dished 10 assists to go along with his 23 points and 6 boards.
And who do you think most of those assists went to?
Obi, and some to Fournier for open threes. He was 40%, 4 of 10. He had 17. He had another one, dude. Fournier, he's had his inconsistent moments in the second half of the season, but he's looking like he's playing to stay.
You already know where I stand on Fournier.
Yeah, you want him to stay. I'm 50-50 because, you never know what deal's going to come our way for him. Because, there's teams out there, example, the Utah Jazz, who are going to need a shooting guard. Should they decide to go a certain direction that we discussed on Past, Present, and Future. But
shout out to Past, Present,
yeah,
Future.
shout out to Trippy and Schmitty, by the way. But what can you say, man? This Fournier's been playing well the second half of the season. He did well this game.
I knew this. Not everybody, but he needed time. Now, Kemba's a different story. We try to give him time. And I think Kemba just didn't fit, point blank. You know what I mean? I think
he was just hurt.
That's
what it was. He was more hurt than we thought. That's what happened.
He just didn't work. Fournier, on the other hand, it's not that he didn't work. It's he needed time to fit into the system. And honestly, if we're going to talk Fournier's numbers, he's averaging 1 more point than he did last year. Plus,
he's basically from what I see, he's basically almost at his career numbers. So you can technically say he's living up to his contract.
Yeah, he's actually doing just that.
You could technically say he's living up to his contract.
Because last year he overachieved.
Yeah,
I could say that.
My thing is this, though. He's living up to his contract, like I said. Okay. Does that make him a keeper? Or does that raise his value? Or a little bit of both? I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both, too. Because we could keep him, but if somebody threw the right deal, I'd give him away.
I agree.
Fournier's good in my book.
But yeah, back to this game. We keep getting off track, but for good reason though.
We're on track. We're talking.
We are. We're talking about the players. Yeah, I get it. Shit.
Don't worry, bro.
No, we're good. This was the game. Was this the game Taj Gibson was firing from 3? No, it wasn't this game. It was against Brook that he did.
It was Brook. Yeah. Okay. Bro,
I like it. I love, bro.
But there's certain times.
You know what? Before I say what I like about it, why don't you like it?
There's certain I feel like Gibson's got to be last resort. He can't be. There was times where he was first pass shooting. He can't be the first option, bro.
I get that. I agree. But here's my thing about Taj.
But he was making it though.
That's what I'm saying. Here's my thing, bro. Here's my thing about that. Do you think Taj is coming back next year? I do.
Yeah.
I think
he's retiring with Nick.
I agree. Okay, so we agree to that.
Same with Rose.
I agree to that as well. But my point with Taj is, dude, if he becomes a spot-up 3-point shooter, he doesn't even have to hit that high of a percentage, bro. If he's like 34, because he's not a 3-point shooter for his career. He starts shooting threes, 34, 35%. Bro, that's another weapon off the bench.
That is.
That's how I see it. Yes, he's old. Yes, he's ancient, like some Knicks say, and his best days are way behind him, and the end of his career is basically near. But bro, if he becomes at least a 35% 3-point shooter, Taj can extend his career another 2-3 years. Bro, remember, we need a big man that can shoot. I'm not saying Taj is the answer, but getting that off the bench is another weapon that can spread the floor. Really think on that one.
Look at this.
Really think on that.
Taj Gibson was averaging pretty much 40% from 3 this year.
See? But he didn't shoot a lot, correct?
No.
Like how many? Did you say how many?
It doesn't tell me how many, but
okay.
I'll say.
But I already know it's not a lot 'cause he's not a shooter.
I'll probably say 3 to 4 a game.
Nah, that's too much.
3.
I've
seen him,
bro.
I've seen him fire.
No. I'm talking about for the future. In the future, if he could give us 1 or 2 threes a game, he's good off the bench. Because remember, we don't need baskets from Taj. That's not why he's here. He's here to mentor and play defense and rebound when he's in the game.
But if he can also flamethrow.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's an added luxury. And it brings more space and shooting to our club, which we need.
I think he shoots like 2 threes a game. 1 or 2.
Do that. I'm fine with that. Shoot 2 threes a game. Every once in a while, hit 2. Go ahead, Taj.
It's game over once I see a sidestep, though. That's where I'm going to have to cut it.
Nah, that's not happening.
That's where I'm going to
He's not that kind of big man. He's an old school big man.
I'm going to have to cut the strings if I see one dribble sidestep, Fournier fade away into the corner. You know what I mean?
But I brought up Taj because I was looking at his stat line. He actually had a pretty decent stat line in the Wizards game. He had, I'm sorry, I kind of got lost. 10 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals in 23 minutes. That's pretty good for an ancient dude, man. That's all I'm saying.
And he's also a reason why we could actually let Noel walk.
Well, I'm also going to get to Noel a little later.
Okay, my fault.
No, that's fine.
My fault, honey.
That's fine. It's good you brought him up because that actually reminded me. But, in this game, we had 5 guys in double figures again. Jericho Sims started at center because Mitch was out. He had a pretty decent stat line, too.
I really like Sims.
Yeah, 6 points, 9 boards, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. That's a good stat line.
I think he could do more within that 33 minutes.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But he is doing good.
He's a plus 24.
I do believe he could do more though.
Give him time, man. He's raw as hell.
That's why I said I do believe he could do more.
He's raw as hell, bro. Like he'll get better.
Emmanuel quickly.
23, 6, and 10 assists and 2 steals. Like, yeah, he's really gunning for that top spot, man. He really is.
He's starting to really develop. We're gonna talk about that. Bro.
Yeah.
He's starting to blossom. Oh, we have a McBride sighting.
Deuce.
So we took a quick deuce on the Washington Wizards.
Deuces.
For sure. So shout out to the clap. We get the claps for that one, man.
Okay,
Trust me, we're just getting through the games. This is the warm up. The real show is gonna start in a second. This is just the warm up.
Yeah, man.
We're giving you the bare minimum. We're giving you just the knowledge you already know type shit. This is just the review. And if you don't know, now you know. Yeah.
Bro, we killed them in everything. Well, except for field goal percentage. They actually killed us in field goal percentage. They shot 50%.
For what, in the Raptors game? Or, I'm sorry,
in the Wizards
game?
Yeah, they shot at 50%. We shot 46. We shot 41 from 3 compared to their 32. 80% compared to their 76 free throws. We out-rebounded them. We out-assisted them. Had more steals. They had more blocks. And they had way more turnovers, 22 to our 10. We were pretty much even with points in the paint. We killed them on second chance points with 15 to nothing. So, yeah, that might have been a big difference.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
Check this out. Points off turnovers. A whopping 33 to the Wizards 7.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
So I mean the transition defense is lit. Either our transition defense is lit or we didn't turn over the ball that much. Or both.
A little bit of both. We got our offensive rebounds. That's what happened.
That's all thanks to Sims.
Well, that's the points in the paint. I'm sorry. We were talking about the turnovers. Points off turnovers.
Sims he opens up the floor for that too. Like he may not get the rebounds, but his presence opens up the rebounds for many other people. Like sometimes he'll box out and Gibson just comes swoops in and cleans it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said.
Because he's a big body. He takes a lot of space.
Yeah, that dude is brolic, bro. Like,
He could box out 2 people at once, I think.
Bro, remember that game in Philly? We talked about it yesterday too. Remember that game against Philly when Joel Embiid was muscling Mitch underneath, and then Jericho Sims checked in and he tried to muscle him, and Jericho Sims didn't even budge.
Yep.
I love that, bro. That dude is a
remember
brick.
Embiid?
That dude is a brick wall, bro, with the face of a toddler.
And he shows no emotion.
Yeah.
He got an and 1 and he kept the same. He just pointed.
He's like our version of Tim Duncan, because Tim Duncan shows no emotion either. He's the same way.
That's good.
You ever saw, bro? Out of all, I'm getting off track a little bit asking about Tim Duncan, but have you watched him a lot, or even a few times?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. I've seen the bank.
Okay, all right.
Bank
And
open on Sunday.
I asked that to ask this. I'm sure you've seen him do great things. What's the biggest reaction you've seen out of Tim Duncan?
Probably like a little like fist pump.
That's it. It's all I ever saw, and it's not even a hard fist pump. It's one of those.
It's not the fist pump.
It's not.
Going,
Yeah. It's all right. He gave you one of those fist pumps.
like, all right, buddy, good job.
Yeah, he gave you like a McDonald's manager fist pump.
Like it wasn't like, you know, when you cheer, you put your hands up, and
Yeah.
like you fist pump upwards.
Yeah.
He did it like
Forward.
sideways going down.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like a dad. He did a dad fist pump. No disrespect to the dads out there.
Shout out to the dads.
Shout out to the dad.
Especially
Clap.
my dad.
My dad as well. But he did the dad fist pump. He did the foot.
Yeah, they're all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, Tim.
I've never seen emotion out of that guy, and that's what I like about Jericho Sims. You're not gonna, good game or bad game, he's the same person.
Like, if he walked out of the gym, you wouldn't tell if he won or lost.
I like guys like that. Tony Parker was like that. Kobe was no. You knew when Kobe lost, he was tight.
Not Kobe. Yeah, Kobe.
He was tight.
Kobe showed nothing but emotion.
But I like Jericho Sims for that. He gets points for that.
Shout out to Sims.
All right, so I
Our
guess
baby face assassin.
we're gonna move on to the season finale for the Knicks.
Which was also a rescheduled game, for those of you that didn't know.
Against the Raptors. Wait, one more time against the Wizards. Final score: Knicks 114. Wizards 92.
Woo!
And to the Raptors, which was on yesterday. Final score: Knicks 105, Raptors 94.
Woo!
Again, the Obi and IQ show, and it was literally the Obi and IQ show.
It was giving them the 1-2.
bro.
Bow!
Out of 105 points, Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quigley scored a whopping 76.
That's a lot of damage.
That's an understatement. That's a lot of damage. It's such an understatement, bro, because, yeah, I understand the Raptors sat down their best players, but this is usually a game we lose.
Yeah, regardless.
Especially this season. This is a game we usually lose. So for us to play the way we did yesterday, especially with all the alley-oops Quickly was throwing to Toppin, like, it was fun to watch, bro.
Bro, it was like watching the Harlem Globetrotters game.
Yes, it literally was. It was, and it's funny. We can't really talk much about this game because those were the two stars.
Yeah, literally.
Bro, look at. I'm gonna read the stat line.
Obi Toppin's new career high is
42.
42.
Check it out though. Obi had 42. Quickly had 34. Triple double, by the way. Quickly, shout out to him. 34, 10, and 12.
That's his third of the season.
Second of the season, second of his career. Check it out. All right. Toppin had 42. Quickly had 34. You know who the next highest scorer was?
Who would that be, sir?
Burks, 10 points.
Who was the scorer after him?
Fournier and Sims with 6.
Okay. And then we got Richard
Diacono. I don't know how to say his name.
I'm so sorry, but I like you.
Yeah, I like him too. He hustles. I like hustlers. He scored 5 and Todd scored 2.
Oh, and Hunt. Oh man, yo, that lob Burks threw to him. I wanted him to get his first point so bad.
I saw that. Yeah,
Bro, that was his chance. Oh, Hunt, you messed up.
it's all good. He probably have a shot next year. I assume he'll still be on the
Bro,
the G
he
League.
threw it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of blame Burks because Burks tried to get fancy. He threw like a behind the back one, and maybe he wasn't really ready for it. But regardless, that was his shot, and he missed it.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
That must be. Man, I felt for that kid, man. That must have sucked.
He'll get another shot, man. Shout out to him, man. What was his name? I'm sorry.
Hunt. I don't know his first name.
I'll tell you right now. Farron Hunt. Shout out to Farron Hunt, man. Welcome to the Knicks.
Yes.
I'm sure he's living a dream right now.
Whoa, Kemba Walker on the roster?
Yeah.
0 points?
He didn't get no minutes.
0 minutes? That's a failure. Oh, that's another one.
I felt
Jesus.
bad for Kemba, kind of, sort of.
Jesus.
But yeah, we dominated this. I won't say we dominated this game because we did keep the Raptors in it for a little while.
Now we dominated this game. I'm gonna tell you why we dominated this game, because there was a point in the game where Quickly and Obi were just shooting just to shoot.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like they didn't even care.
I can't lie. Yeah, it was,
Obi
it was bad at one point.
Obi was out here shooting shit up. He was shooting the club up. He was going crazy. My boy was bugging out. I had to put on my glasses. I thought I saw Steph Curry out there, and I don't even wear glasses.
How many threes did he hit? Let me check that out. Obi Toppin hit a drum roll. Damn, he hit 6 threes. 6 of 14.
Almost 50%. Shot about like 40, 42%.
42. That's good. That's a good. For a power forward, that's great, actually. Obi Toppin shoots 42% from 3 next year. That's going to be dangerous.
And the thing I like the most about this is the aggression from both.
Yes. They kept attacking no matter what.
Non-stop aggression.
They knew they couldn't be stopped. We need players with that attitude. If you know you can't be stopped,
that's why RJ
show it off.
That's why RJ fits so well with these guys, because RJ is starting to develop into that man, into that guy that just, and my dog is choking.
Yeah. Shout out to Emmett.
Shout out to Emmett. You already know. That's the Knicks anonymous third man. For those of you that don't know, Emmett is my dog. RJ definitely fits within those roles because that's all he does now. He's starting to realize that, because RJ doesn't do much. He doesn't cross over. He just literally goes one way. He goes left, and
they can't stop him. They can't stop him from going that way.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I do believe RJ does need something in his arsenal. But until then, just keep doing what you're doing, RJ. You're doing great.
He's fine as far as I'm concerned. I guess we can move on from this.
We're gonna get in depth. We really want to get into the real stuff.
Final score of the final game of the season: the Knicks 105, Raptors 94. Y'all will not be hearing game breakdowns until next season. This will be the last one.
Last game breakdown, and it was a positive one.
Yes,
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 this week. That's right. We had a good week.
2-1. It was a very good week.
All right, so let's get in. We're not gonna get in depth. We're just gonna talk about. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do at Knicks Anonymous.
What we're gonna do.
I guess I'll ask first. Since the season's over, tell me something. What are 3 things you liked personally? 3 things you didn't like.
Okay.
And you can start with either one. It doesn't matter.
It's a very good question, Steven.
You could go 3 likes, 3 dislikes, or a like and a dislike.
So
however you want to do it.
So there's one that goes with one that I like and one that I don't like. So I'm going to start off with that one. So one thing I liked about this year was the fact that the rookies, meaning Grimes, McBride, and the young players, Sims, and Obi being the only young player, because Quickly was already getting the minutes that he needed. You know what I mean?
Understood.
So Obi getting thrown into that mix, they got the minutes. Now, what I didn't like is how they got the minutes.
What do you mean by that?
So Grimes wasn't gonna play I'm not gonna say wasn't, but he wasn't gonna play the amount of minutes that he was gonna get. I don't know if it was COVID or
it was.
It was COVID.
It was that one time. It was when what was the variant called? I forgot. When the
Delta.
When Delta first came out and the cases went up. That's when Mitch was out. Cause that's when Grimes started getting more minutes. A lot of people were out. I can't remember who, but a lot of people were out, and they gave Grimes more minutes. That's when he started killing. And
then we were forced to continue.
Yeah, you had no choice. Yeah, you had no choice after that. So I get it. You didn't like that. That's what it took. Okay,
yeah,
I understand.
We would have been seeing this next year. You know what I mean? Because the same way with Obi.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and Obi didn't get minutes until Randall. He
got minutes. It was just inconsistent minutes.
Because when Randall got hurt, he started starting.
That's what I'm saying. But even when Randall was here, if you remember, there'd be games like he'll get 20 minutes, and then the next game he'll get 10 minutes. And then the next game, he'll get 25 minutes. And then he'll get 5 minutes. Like, it was weird. So I don't like that either.
Yeah, and basketball, let me tell you, basketball is a game of rhythm. You can't find the rhythm taking 3 shots and looking behind your shoulder, worrying if you're gonna get subbed out or not. And that was the problem with Obi. That's why Obi looks so free now, because no one's subbing him out. He's playing the entire game, and he's just playing. You know what I mean? He has no fear. He has all the confidence in the world, and he found his rhythm. You can't find the rhythm only shooting three threes. You know what I mean? Because practice and in game are 2 different things.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because in game you got so much, especially on road games. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother monster in itself. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy that, you know, it sucked that it took what it took to get these guys playing, but I'm happy Tibbs saw these guys playing. So now it puts him in a hard place, in a very good hard place, to figure out what should we do moving forward. Now, so that's one thing I didn't like and one thing I did like.
You know what? Let me go now.
So go ahead.
Let me go down with one thing I like and one thing I don't like.
And
I'm going to start with something I don't like, because it's going to go right off this. And that's Tibbs' rotations.
Okay, yes.
In general. I don't have to get too deep about it, because every Knicks fan on pretty much in New York and all over the world, because we do have fans in Germany, though. Shout out to that Nick page from Germany. Y'all put out good content, by the way.
If I pull up my Anchor page, I could shout out every single country that listens to us, but I'm not going to because that'll take up too much time. But shout out to everybody that listens to us. Matter of fact, shout out to the 42 subscribers on YouTube that we have.
Yeah, I didn't even realize we had that many on YouTube.
Shout out to all the subscribers everywhere around the world. We shout out everybody Knicks Anonymous. Let's get worldwide for a second. Let's shout out everybody around the globe. But go ahead, Stevie.
Well, yeah. Every Knicks fan hated the rotations, no matter who you are, where you were, whether you thought Tibbs should stay or should go.
Yeah,
you hated the rotations. I'm one of the dudes who thinks Tibbs should stay, and I hated the rotations. It was bad, bro, because it was so many times in the season. And I'm not blaming Burks, because I'm a Burks fan. I'm the one who dubbed him Mr. Dependable, because I think he's a dependable player. But there were so many times where the young guys were in the game, had momentum, was dominating the pace, the defense was going, the offense was running smooth, and for some reason a Burks or a Randall substitution would kill the rhythm. And I'm not singling them out. I'm just saying them because it just so happens it would always, those 2 substitutions in the fourth would kill the rhythm.
Yeah, I definitely feel what you're talking about.
What happened?
Nah.
Oh, we're not doing that. Yeah, don't worry about that. That was an accident.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No Knicks fan like that. I think Tibbs has to work on that. And I think he will. Now that he officially knows what he has, I think he'll improve on that. I mean, he could still stay the stubborn old head that a lot of Knicks fans think he is. And I hate that term old head. But I used it because it fits Thibodeau at this point.
I think that statement's automatically false if you've seen the last few games of the season.
What do you mean?
Because honestly, Tibbs seems pretty happy with. Because usually he doesn't really give credit to Obi Toppin.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But like, now he's starting to warm up to them.
Now that he sees what he has, I think he has no choice but to improve on the rotations now. Because now that you see what you have, and you go into next year doing the same thing, and we end up losing
the same way.
The same way. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to call for your job, and this time it's going to be legit.
And I would actually have to back that.
Yeah, because you can't do that 2 years in a row. So Tibbs' rotations have to improve. I didn't like that this year. One thing I did like, and every Knicks fan liked, and I got to put up the stats for this one, is the development of one R.J. Barrett.
Ooh, shout out to RJ, man.
His development this season was phenomenal, bro.
And through all 3 years, his points have gone up.
Have they?
His first year, he averaged 14. His second year, he averaged 17. This year, he averaged 20.
All right, here's something dope, though. Check this out. Before the All-Star break this year, RJ was averaging 18 a game. Ask me how much he averaged the second half of the year.
How much?
24.5. Ooh. Crazy, bro. That's a 6.5 point turnaround.
And they
changed your scoring average.
And they changed him. His last 2 years, he played shooting guard. This year, he played small forward.
I think that's going to be his position going forward, depending on, I think we're going to try to make a run at Donovan, should he become available. So should that happen, yeah, he'll be the 3.
So are you rooting for Utah's downfall this playoff season? Because I am.
Absolutely. And it's not a hate thing. It's Donovan Mitchell come to New York.
It's a business thing. It's a business move. It's business, people. We need.
I mean, we could root for Utah because Mike's a Maverick fan, so that'd always be cool to see them lose. But in this instance, we need Utah to lose.
We need Utah to lose. Oh, damn, that's right. Wow. Knicks Anonymous is between a rock and a hard place.
Oh no, I'm stuck on, bro. Now we're good. Cause look at it this way: Utah loses, Donovan asks for a trade. Utah wins, we get to talk shit to Mike.
Oh,
It's a win-win situation.
Clap it up.
Shout out to Mike. I hope you're listening to this.
Yeah, he's not.
He will.
I'll show it to him.
Man, yo, we dedicated like 2 minutes to you, bro.
Shout out to Mike TV. But yeah, honestly, RJ has developed in all forms of his game. I mean, his 3-point percentage went up, not a lot, but you know, it went. Actually, no, I lied. It went down. I looked at the wrong number. He actually did worse in both percentages this year, but still averaged
That's
more.
because he's shooting more.
Yes,
that's why. I mean, yeah, he has to get more efficient since he's going to be shooting more. Don't get it twisted, but...
And it's not even scoring that's impacting the game, too.
It's everything else.
His whole game is well-rounded. His ability to make decisions on the fly, because a lot of teams next year are going to start doubling him. The same respect they gave Randall, they're going to give right back to RJ. And RJ is able to... I've seen him throw out of traps. I've seen him make the right read. How many assists does he average? He averages... Where's your assists, RJ? RJ, where are your assists? RJ, he averages 3 assists a game.
He got to get that up.
Yeah, but
I want 4.
4?
4 assists from RJ ain't bad.
So next year I want 4.55. That's what I'm going for.
Okay.
Next year, that's my bracket for because remember next year, bro, we need above average from RJ because next year is his max deal.
Yeah, I think
so. We're gonna need max effort.
We're going to get All-Star RJ next. You know what we're going to get? And I told you this before. We're going to get All-Star RJ.
Broadway Barrett.
But he's not going to be picked for the All-Star game.
Ooh.
This is going to be All-Star snub.
Barrett.
Next year is going to be All-Star snub season. And that's going to be his motivation to take it to the next level. That's my prediction for him next year.
And that's a great prediction. Sad, but great.
No, not really. Because I said he's going to perform like an all-star. He's just going to get snubbed because of the media.
No, that's
the media
part.
Don't love us.
Yeah, that's the sad part, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of fucked up.
All right, so moving on.
And you know what's crazier? It wouldn't be just media. It would be the New York media.
Oh, and our own fans. Some of them, too.
You know what I mean, man? Like, come on. Why are we so hostile to each other, man?
Bro, another thing you like and another thing you didn't like.
Another thing I liked...
or whichever order.
Oh, one thing I did like for sure is Quickly's development as a point guard.
I got something for Quickly, too, but it's not his development.
Yeah.
So I'll let you go there.
So... I think Quickly is he's making it hard because before we were talking about how we need a point guard. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in the ability of Quickly because now he's showing IQ is showing the IQ. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's showing the ability. Yes. Not only is himself a threat, but he also makes everybody else a threat around him. And because he is such a threat on ball, he's opening up everything for everybody else because you got to guard Quickly, whether it be because now he's showing his range. He shot a couple of shots from the logo these last couple of games and hitting them.
Yeah.
So he's starting to open up. Like he's looking like a little Trae Young type of player. I'm not gonna lie. Him and Trae Young got some similarities to the game.
I see it. He's probably a way better defender than Trae Young, but I can see that.
And Trae Young's more of like. I think Trae Young has more of a point guard mentality.
Yeah, he's a better point guard than Quickly.
But Quickly is developing into that. You
know
what I mean?
I agree.
And look who he has in his corner. None other than Mr. Rookie of the Year MVP Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? That is great company.
That's a great mentor to have, not for nothing.
And Kemba Walker. I don't know if Kemba Walker is active in the community.
No, he is.
He is?
Kemba Walker's active in the community.
Oh, shout out to Kemba Walker for being a team player, man. Not everybody has that type of personality. Shout out to Kemba Walker.
No, that's why he's liked. Don't you notice when we played the Boston Celtics, all the players and the fans was acting like they haven't seen their best friend in a few months? Kemba Walker's a well-liked guy.
So he's Mr. Smiley. I call him Mr. Smiley.
Yeah, he's well-liked, bro. Despite everything he went through this year, he's still a well-liked, positive person.
And you know what, Kemba? To like give you the benefit of the doubt, to be honest, you did good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say you did bad.
He just he was hurt.
Yeah,
he just hurt. That's all it was, man.
We gotta clap New York. let's be gentlemen and ladylike, and let's give it up for Kemba Walker. Let's not shit on the man's name. Let's not get crazy. You know what I mean? We signed him to a 1-year deal as an experiment. Experiment failed. Let's just leave it as that. He tried his best. We can't say he didn't. Shit happens. On to the next. You know what I mean? Kemba Walker, you're good in Knicks Anonymous book. We will definitely love you on the show one day for sure.
Definitely. Since you mentioned Quigley, before you say what you don't like, let me say what I liked about him.
Go
since
ahead.
You brought it up. It's kind of sort of his development, but I'm more impressed with the turnaround. And by turnaround, I mean he started struggling this season. Like, he was off to a bad start.
Yes.
He was off to a real bad start this year. Overall, all right, check it out. Overall this season, he averaged 13 points. He was a 13-point scorer. Before the All-Star break, he was struggling at 9.4. Raised his average in the second half of the season to 16. His shooting percentages went up. Efficiency went up. Like you said, he's playing like a point guard. He's playing like not just a point guard. He's playing like a pass first point guard at that.
Yeah.
So, and but
his assists went up from 2 to 3.5.
I still want more assists, more than 3. But
you see the improvement.
I'll take the improvement. I like the improvement.
See the improvement.
But I want at least 5. Since you're a shoot first point guard naturally.
So by the time
I want 5.
So by the time he's ready for a re-sign, should he hit 5?
Yes. Okay. I think he should hit 5 next year. Should he start?
Okay.
If he starts, you know what I mean? Because he's still a good 6 man as well.
Yeah, that's very true. So it's funny because now what Quickly is doing is like it's kind of now it's not. See, here's the best thing about New York. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. We are not sure where they're gonna go. At first, it was obvious we needed a point guard. Then it became we needed a center.
Now we don't know.
Now we don't even know what's going on.
That's how good of a place we're in, bro. We have options.
So many though.
We have options. I guess like
I get it. We want the chip now, tomorrow. We get it.
But we gotta wait, man.
We gotta play the game of chess, man. Chess is not a quick game. It can be.
I'm telling you, we're not gonna know the direction we're going this offseason until we see the lottery. Once we see the lottery and where we end up, that's when we're gonna know what's going on.
So how will the lottery determine that choice?
I said it. Did I say it last week or the week before?
I think you said it yesterday on Past, Present, Future.
Okay, yesterday on Past, Present, Future. Check that episode out. By the way, it should be on YouTube either today or tomorrow. I'm under the impression that if we're in the top 5, we'll keep the pick and go for a guy like Jaden Ivey or Chet Holmgren or Jabari Smith, one of them guys. But if we're out of the top 10, or we're out of the top 10 and the top 5, so if we're past 7, 8 and up, we're trading the pick. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
And that pick could be used to go, depending on where Utah lands next, in this year's playoffs, could be potentially used as a package asset.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I would trade that pick if it isn't in the lottery, because this isn't that strong of a draft.
Because we where we landed in the standings, we have a good chance of landing in the high teens.
No. Well, I guess the worst we could land. I got to see the standings. I haven't seen the standings. But I'm assuming the worst we could be is like between 12 and 8, unless of course we slide into the lottery. But like I said, we have to wait to see what happens with that to determine the direction.
Because we're in the lottery, right?
Yeah.
And the lottery is what? How far can the lottery go? 15, right?
The lottery is the 14 teams, I believe, from 14 to 1.
Next fuck around, get the 14th pick, bro. A lot of luck.
Nah, we're not that far down as far as
we have 7% chance of getting the number 1. I heard.
Pretty good.
That's actually pretty high. It's one of the highest, I think.
Well,
but how much?
We'll see what happens.
What was the? I mean, we could go back to the Zion draft all we want, because if we would have the number 1 pick and drafted Zion, we would not be in the position we're in right now. Actually, I wouldn't know, to be honest, to be with you, because the only reason why Zion's doing what he's doing is because he doesn't want to be there. But who's to say he would do the same thing here? Because when we were here, by the time RJ was drafted, we had Fizdale, and that was a dumpster fire. That was a fucking dumpster fire.
The definition, dude.
Yeah, y'all want to talk about dumpster fire. That was a fucking dumpster fire. Where's the Womps? That was a dumpster fire. So, I mean, listen, New York, you got to be happy, man. We got to be happy where we are right now. We wanted a true rebuild, and you're looking at one.
It's happening right before your eyes.
It's happening, and
be patient.
Don't get consumed by all of this negative energy and toxic energy. Yes, we didn't make the playoffs. Yes, we're not winning the chip in the next two years, maybe. Who knows? But listen, we're in better shape
Than ever.
And it only took us 2 years. Because think about it, from dumpster fire to now, there's what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yep.
So it wasn't even that long. It was supposed to be longer.
Speaking of which, my third thing that I like, since you mentioned it, Leon Rose.
That you didn't like?
No, that I liked.
Oh, that you liked.
And you know why I bring Leon Rose up? Because for the first time in, I think, since his introductory press conference, we actually heard the man speak yesterday.
On current topics.
Yes. And what I love about that is because he's so quiet, New York media in particular pretty much has to jump to conclusions. And they're not doing that. You know why? Because the media don't want to be wrong. This is not the day and age to be wrong in the media. You will get called out for it.
Yeah.
So Leon Rose being quiet is probably the smartest thing he's doing. They just have to take wild guesses and jump to conclusions.
And
up until yesterday.
And when he was ready, he presented himself.
Exactly, bro. Leon Rose is the consummate president. Stay behind the scenes. Let your people do their job. Come out when you're asked.
So instead, you remember those weekly briefings when Fizdale was the fucking coach?
Terrible.
Between Scott Perry and
Steve Mills.
Yo, those weekly press conferences was bogus, bro. He waited for the end of the season to give us a full descriptive summary on how everything went. You know what I mean?
Those were bad times, bro.
Look, we're in great hands, everybody. Between the head coach, the front office, and yo, did anybody hear James Dolan this year?
I haven't heard James Dolan in 2 years, 3 years, if you want to be technical, because he didn't say nothing the year before Thibodeau came.
No, he said the only time he talked was Fizdale.
Yeah,
that was 3 years ago.
So he fired him. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. And that was the best move.
That was the best move he made in years.
Dolan made in years was to fire Fizdale, because that was everything. That was the first time I see Knicks fans, like all Knicks fan, New York media, Knicks fans, ownership. We all had.
There was some harmony. There was some harmony there.
We all had the same goal, was to get Fizdale out.
There was some harmony there.
That was that. We all had the same objective, to get Fizdale out.
Bro.
So yeah, continue with the Leon Rose. Go ahead.
I think he should just keep this approach, man, because, and especially what he was saying yesterday, a lot of people were upset that he was making it sound like Julius Randle isn't going nowhere. Well, of course he's going to do that, bro. Like, what do you expect him to say? Oh, yeah, we're working on trades now. He'll be out of here by the beginning of next year. Bro, no president's going to say that. They're going to tell you. Yeah, they're gonna tell you the professional answer, like, yeah,
politics do it all the time.
Exactly,
no
dude.
Difference in basketball,
bro. He's the president of the team. You're not, bro. Look who you're talking to. You're talking to a dude who's been working here for 2 years and has only spoken twice. You're not gonna get. And I'm not gonna say Leon Rose is a liar at all. He's not a liar, but you won't get straight answers from him.
And everything he said mattered.
Yes.
He wasn't beating around no bush. Nothing. He gave it to you straight.
Bro, he's here. I think he's here to stay. There was a point in time this year that people were talking about he should go.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was a stupid time. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
But he's here to stay, dude. Especially taking this approach. Bro, I'm sure on the low, the media does not like this dude because he does not give them any sound bites.
So you did what? I didn't do one thing I didn't like, right?
Oh, you still got. All right, wait. I did. Hold on, wait. Before you go,
you did two things. I did one thing I didn't like, so I'm gonna do one more. So one thing I didn't like. Actually, no, I have two more I didn't like.
I did. All right, I did all the things I liked. I have two more things I don't like.
I have actually. So let me get the one I don't. Let me get the one like I do have.
Oh, knock yourself out, brother.
The one like the other like. Last but not least, I love the end. I love the ending of this season. Nothing felt better to me than watching the way the Knicks finished off this season, because they could have completely tanked like most of you wanted for some reason. We wanted to tank. But they didn't. You know what I mean? They did the complete opposite. They fought harder, if anything, to be honest.
Facts. No
It
printer.
almost it almost felt like they were making a statement. Like we were out, but we're not gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we here to stay, baby.
Like we may be down, but we're not out.
Bro, barring injury, we're gonna be fine next year.
That's one thing I definitely loved, man. We finished the season strong. Everybody came ready to fight, play. Everybody, it felt like the beginning of last year. That's what the end of this season felt like.
Question, random. Do you think Ovi and IQ should play in this year's summer league? I'm leaning towards yes.
Yes.
I agree, bro. Because
I think they should.
If they can keep that momentum going,
The more time, the better.
yes, I think they should.
More playing time, the better, man. That's yeah, man. It's like I do skateboarding. You know, everyone asks me like, how do you balance so good? You got to spend time when you're bored. You know what I mean? You got to spend time. You know, you could practice for you could practice for a month and then stop, and then come back 2 months later. You're gonna forget. You got to be consistent. So the more work, the better for these guys, man. Because honestly, they're still just as young as the guys in the summer league. Still,
Exactly.
they're not that much older. You know what I mean? They're still kids.
Even RJ can play in the summer league if he wants to. I don't think he needs to, but that's how
Nah,
young he is.
I think RJ's
he's good. I'm just
he
saying,
gets
like,
the exception.
No, I
But he could.
but he's
though.
young.
Yeah,
He's 22.
Yeah, he could play in the summer league. I think Sim should also join them.
Now he will. Just all the year 2 guys always play in the summer league.
Grimes,
they always play
McBride.
1 and 2.
All those guys.
So that's something you like. What didn't you like?
Okay, so the last,
I got 2 more
last-
after yours.
the last I didn't like was I didn't like the Kevin Knox trade.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You about to go off.
You knew I had to come here, man.
I did actually. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I got no beef with Cam Reddish.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Listen, even though I did say I had beef with Cam Reddish on Past, Present, Future, but it's not personal beef. It's just, it just is. It's like one of those, it is what it is type of beef.
He wanted Kevin Knox to shine. Nah, that's what it is.
Yes, I had so much hope for Kevin Knox, man. I think to this day I still think we misused him.
I can agree to that to an extent. He didn't get a chance. I don't think him and Frank didn't get a fair chance.
They went through shit and back.
That's because of the coaches, bro. They didn't get good coaching until last year, which was their last year, so they could only do but so much. So
that's
it
definitely
has nothing to do with Cam Reddish that I'm agreeing with you, but yeah, you're right to an extent.
Yeah, I got no problem with Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish I think is a complete upgrade to Kevin Knox. You know what I mean? I think he's taller than Knox. He's definitely probably a little bit more athletic than Knox.
He has number 1 potential. Number 1 option potential.
Yeah, he's a better defender than Knox. So if we're gonna be honest, it was a smart move, but
You're just a Knox fan. There's nothing wrong with that.
exactly, man.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
left a distasteful taste in my mouth.
Like if we trade Burks, it would be tight. Even if we get Donovan Mitchell for him, we'll be like, yo, damn, man, Mr. Dependable's gone.
And I'm not banking with Citibank, so I can't get my refund on my jersey.
That's crazy.
I can't get my refund. Unfortunately, I bank with Chase, but I do get discounts in the Garden. So shout out to the Garden for that one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
So
So
go ahead, Steve, to finish this off.
all right, I got 2 things I don't like. 2 more things. Which one should I start with? You know what? I'll start with the one who had the impact last year. I did not like Nerlens Noel's injury, dude. And reason being, I think him being out, and I probably said this an episode or 2 ago, I think him being out had a bigger role in our performance this year than we think. Because, as I said before as well, our turnaround happened when Noel was mostly on the court. And that's no disrespect to Mitch, because Mitch played some good ball this year. He was great. Mitch took a step forward, and we might possibly lose him because of that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him in a second.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, I'm sorry, kind of got lost.
No, you talk about Noel
Yeah, okay, yeah, Noel. I lost my train of thought for a
and
second.
how his injury impacted.
Yeah,
the
like,
Knicks.
he basically didn't play this whole year. I already saw him, like, what, 4 or 5 times?
And in the beginning too.
Yeah. So, like, that's a defensive presence that's missed, dude. And, like, I understand Jericho Sims is here, took his spot, did well, bro. But you got to remember, Jericho Sims is still a developing rookie. He made mistakes Noel would not have made. And those, like, errors or lack thereof, had Noel been on the court, could have possibly made a difference, dude. Because remember last year, we came up to the conclusion that he got robbed of Defensive Player of the Year votes.
Mm-hmm.
Not the award. We're not saying he was Defensive Player of the Year,
But he
he should have got votes because he was the only NBA player in all of the league last year to average a steal and a block. That's a lot, bro. And he was coming off the bench for half the season. He only started after Mitch went down, and that's when the transformation the transformation. Yeah, you know what? We'll say it. That's when our transformation happened last year. So Mitch being out, I didn't like that this year. He could have made a difference. At least I think so.
You mean Noel?
Yeah, I said Mitch. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man.
Yeah, Noel.
Bro, I'm here for you, bro.
Noel. Yeah. See, Knicks Anonymous has each other's backs.
Exactly, man. Clap it up for that.
And the last thing I didn't like, it is going to be easy and quick, the month of February.
Ooh.
That's what killed us this year.
Can we get the womps?
Yes. OD womps. Like, you should hit that shit.
Like another one?
Yeah. All right. We played a whopping 1, 2, 3,
whopping.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Whopper.
Wait. I'm sorry. Let me count again. My bad, y'all.
I'm sorry, did I make you lose your train of
1,
thought?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Played 10 games in February. You know how many we won?
How many?
1.
God damn.
1.
That's a lot of damage.
Was that during our our Western Conference travels?
Yep. We played the Grizzlies, Lakers, Jazz, Nuggets, Warriors, Trailblazers, Thunder, Nets, Heat, Sixers. Well, not.
Okay, when you read off those names, you can see why we came out the way we did.
But you won't believe the team we beat. We
The
beat Golden
Lakers?
State.
Or we Golden. That's right, we did beat Golden State. I don't think Curry played that game though.
So what?
I know. I know.
They had Clay.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me see the numbers to that game.
I think they're in second, right? I don't even know how they got there.
No, Curry did play. He dropped 35.
I swear to I thought the Warriors were like in last place at one point.
That was last year.
Oh, that was last year?
Yeah. So, yeah, the month of February pretty much dubbed our season this year. Had we won at least 5 of those games and went 500 that month, we would have been contending for a spot.
And yeah, I don't know why we got the hardest schedule out of the NBA. And we came because we did so good.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to give us those televised games.
Yeah, they wasn't expecting Randall's underperformance.
Yeah.
And neither was Knicks fans.
All right, so those were the things I dislike.
So let me before we
close, we would talk about Mitch, right?
Yeah, before we get to Mitch though, I got one thing though.
Okay, what's up?
Ooh, one last. Is it just me or for the season?
The season finale?
Yes, sir. Is it just me or do the people of New York and around the world, nationwide, Knicks fans who are also New Yorkers? I simplified that like 2 episodes ago. If you're a Knicks fan, you are a New Yorker at heart. So I'm just gonna call you guys New Yorkers. Do New Yorkers have something to look forward to for next year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know what, because I don't know the direction we're going to go, as I said. Wait to the lottery for us to find out. But hell yeah. I look forward to next year. We're going to be a better team.
So also,
our young guys are going to be more developed. We're going to get rid of, I hate to say it like that, but we're going to get rid of people who don't fit. Hopefully replace them with better people who do fit. And overall, we have developing players that are actually getting better. It's been a while since we've said that. We've had young players before, but because of our poor development at the time, they didn't get better until they left us. So yeah, we have a lot to look forward to next year.
This also proves that Thibodeau is a good coach.
Yes, absolutely. He's stubborn as hell, but he's...
Mind you, we did have a losing season, but you can't look at it at face value. You got to look at everything.
Yes.
And another thing. Is it just me? Another one. Is it just me? Or we're making the playoffs next year?
It's possible. I won't definitely say
not play-in, playoffs. Like our seat is locked.
I would consider next year a failure if we didn't, in all honesty. But I could see it if we make the right moves, keep developing our guys.
So how many
we'll be fine.
How many pieces away do you think we are? I guess that could answer it better.
Well, that's complicated because we gotta wait.
That's true.
We gotta wait because we don't know if we're gonna make a trade in the draft.
I think we're 2 pieces away. I don't know what pieces they are, but RJ needs one more star player.
I would say 3 if that's the case.
3?
I'd say a star player, maybe another young piece,
A solid
and a vet.
Yeah, like a solid role player.
Yeah.
Like a Alec Burks but younger.
Yeah, I mean, well, not necessarily.
Or just someone like Alec, or we just keep Alec Burks.
I mean, that depends, bro, because he raised his value crazy. And, like, that's why he might be the... Like, Trippy said it.
Imagine he wants the bag.
Because remember I said, we might regret trading Burks because he's the kind of guy who shows up for the postseason, and I'm gunning for the post, and I think the Knicks should gun for the postseason next year. He'd be a great guy to have. But at the same time, he's played so well, his value went up. So he's going to be one of the ones to go because that's who they'll ask for. Like, all right, I got to throw in Burks, too.
I agree. So Burks Burks actually might go to Utah. He might go back.
Maybe. Well, we'll see what happens.
He got drafted by Utah, right?
I believe so.
Oh shit.
Let's see what happens.
So I don't know. Maybe we get a little warm welcome, open arms.
Maybe. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, that's a fact. Well, okay. So yeah, let's get into the sore thumb of the Knicks community here. Our boy,
Mitch.
21 Savage looking Mitchell Robinson.
Mitch. Okay.
I
guess the question is, do you think he's gonna walk?
I think I don't know what. I'm not really good on the GM side of things, so I'm not really too good with like the strategies. I heard that a sign and trade is possible.
I hope they don't do that for Jalen Brunson.
For Brunson, yes. So I'm not really big
high on that.
So like, okay, explain that to me. What would happen if we do that? Like, do we get his contract, or like, do we?
Basically, we would re-sign Mitch. They would re-sign Brunson, and we would swap.
And that's it.
That's it.
So we're paying for each other's players, pretty much.
Technically, yeah. But I wouldn't do that for Brunson, bro. Nothing against Jalen Brunson. He's a pretty good point guard. But I don't think he's the answer. Like I don't see him being the guy that's gonna bring us over the top.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was going with that. Is just we should do everything in our power to make sure he doesn't walk for nothing.
Exactly, I agree.
If it comes to that, then so be it. Sorry, my phone getting called. Oh, it's Mike TV, the troll himself. But he's got.
He heard us.
Nick's anonymous first. Yeah,
he heard us talking about.
He's gonna live a long life, Mike. You're gonna live a long life. Damn, he busted my train of thought. But yeah, so Mitchell Robinson, we can't let him walk for free. We need something because he is above valuable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He raised his stock up. He's now averaging 2 blocks, 9 points. He is shooting 76% from the field,
which is a record.
He does not shoot threes. He's shooting 48% from free throws.
He's a tease for that.
Huh?
He's a tease for not shooting threes.
Yeah. After that, you talk about that video, right?
Yeah, he's a tease for that.
Yeah.
And he was netting them too, looking like Curry.
Water, yeah, it was water. 2 blocks and almost no turnovers, pretty much. He's averaging 0.8, so like barely 1 turnover a game. We need to. So if we're gonna fill that gap, we need something like Taj Gibson almost. We don't need Taj Gibson specifically, but something along those lines. Which brings me back to this kind of a little bit. Do you think Miles Turner is back on that table?
Nah. I think he stays with the Pacers. I think if anything, we'll do the Mo Bamba thing and start Jericho Sims. Cause not for nothing, if Mitch walks, and like I said, from the rumors, it'll most likely be to the Pistons.
Because how long do we have until he walks? Like I thought
free agency this year.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought once the deadline was over, that was it. We couldn't make any more moves.
No, it's not over. We can still offer him the contract, but I haven't heard no news about it, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's traction.
Here's the thing about Robinson. He is an unrestricted free agent, meaning he can pretty much pick and choose where he wants to go. So that means it's not technically our fault. So here's the thing. We're probably offering him the max. But somebody is going to pull a Nick move to acquire him.
I agree. I can see that happening.
You know what I mean? Like someone might be like, all right, how much is his max? $15 million a year? $12 million a year?
For him, $48 million. So I would assume that's like 12.
Something like that, like $12, $15 million a year.
Yeah, around that area.
So someone's going to be like, all right, you want $48 million, we'll give you 50.
Yep. I can see that happening.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna poison pill him.
Yeah. So, and you can't blame him for leaving.
It's like what we did to Tim Hardaway, basically.
The second time.
Yep.
The second time. He was like, word? I bet.
That's
He's
why
like, Max?
we bid against ourselves that time.
Yeah, that was fucking retarded. So, hopefully we learn from our mistakes. I do believe Mitchell Robinson is worth the max. I do not believe he's worth bidding over.
Oh, no, not at all.
Could you agree to that?
I wouldn't overbid for him.
And New York, you better agree to that too, because I swear to God, if any of you talk about we need Mitch, I'll pay anything for him. But we gotta look at this. If you overpay him, who's gonna pay R.J. Barrett next year?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And not for nothing, like I love Mitch, bro. But Jericho Sims is looking like he could take that spot. And I'm not saying he's better than Mitch. I think Mitch is better than him now at this moment. But for a dude as raw as Jericho Sims to hold down the spot as well as he did,
and for cheaper,
would it be a big loss? And like I said, the Mo Bamba possibilities there, and we still got Taj.
And Mo Bamba, if you want to look at it, is an upgrade in terms of the fact that he stretches the floor.
Yep. And a center rotation of Sims, Bamba, and Taj isn't bad. And Taj can play the power forward position too. So
to help Bamba on the defensive end.
Exactly. So that's depth, bro. That's depth. I would love for Mitch to stay. We all would.
But we have the ability to let him walk. You know what I mean? We
yes.
have the power to let him walk.
Yes.
Which is great.
That's how you know we're in a good place.
That's how you know that the team is set. We're good. You know what I mean?
Orange and blue skies, Knicks fans.
Orange and blue skies. Now, yes, we didn't make the playoffs, but every loss isn't a failure.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Losing
some losses are lessons.
Everyone always says you need to lose to learn. And then everybody forgets that when they lose.
Don't you ever notice when a girl rejects you, you find a prettier one?
There you go, man.
That's how it works.
You just learn. And that goes both ways for ladies out there. We support both sides out here.
Yeah, ladies, like a dude rejects you or cheats on you, you find that.
You find better.
You find that big brolic dude riding a horse, like stupid shit.
Are you going by fantasies here?
Hey, bro, chicks dig fantasies. What the hell?
Okay,
fine.
Speaking like a true ladies man, bro. Clap it up.
Yeah, bro. I mean, y'all want me to do it for dudes too? Fellas, that girl rejects you and that chick with her toes painted and the titties mashed.
The white nails.
Yeah, the white toenails.
The white nails.
And a butt sticking out and the titties mashed together. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah.
Yeah. What a great way to end fucking episode 65, season finale. Knicks no playoffs. But let me tell you, are you excited for the play-ins though?
I am actually, believe it or not.
As a because the one thing I like about Stevie, he's just like me. He's a basketball fan.
I'm not a big fan of the idea of the play-in tournament because I still think that's a participation trophy. But I'm not gonna lie, the Cavs in Brooklyn is gonna be an exciting game.
And the Charlotte Hornets.
Who's Charlotte playing?
The Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, I'm so rooting for Charlotte.
You got the hat on right now.
Yeah, you're right. I just so happens that That was an accident.
GG's. My boy got that's a nice hat, by the way, man. I can't see it. It's blue with the white Charlotte Hornets, and it's got like a blue stripe going. So it's like two different types of blues.
Purple.
It's purple?
Yeah, it's purple stripe going across and teal. I always thought teal was an underrated color. That's why I like the Hornets colors.
Ah, okay. Clap it up for this drip. Shout out to my Knick hat. I copped a new Knick hat. It's a red.
Yeah, it's fire. I can't even lie. That's one of the best Knick hats I've ever seen.
Is it red? No, it's like burgundy, and then pink on the bottom. It's like pink and red.
Still look dope. That's the point.
This shit is dope as fuck. It is dope. With some nice jeans, some Air Force Ones. Ooh wee.
Yeah, man. I guess that wraps up season 2. The season 2. Yeah, season 2. Wraps up season 2.
Season 2, baby. We went out with a bang.
Season premiere will be. Is it going to be the draft lottery or the draft?
We're gonna be around. We're
still gonna do shows, but like to start the next season, I think our season premiere should be the draft because the lottery still kind of coincides with the results of this year. But that's just me. What do you think?
I think you're right. Actually, no. I think we should start with lottery because the lottery starts fresh. You know what I mean? It's the start of something fresh.
Okay, so you know what?
I think the lottery is where we
season premiere draft lottery.
We might even do a live that night. See what happens.
Yeah, you know what? We haven't done a live in a while. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Let's get things right. And
Twitter coming soon.
so okay, here's so. Do you have any goals for Nick Anonymous next year? Because I have one.
What's that? Say yours
one,
first.
One main goal I have is I want to bring some flavor. I want to bring more flavor. I want to bring more guests onto the show.
Yeah, I eventually want to have a guest.
I think, and we are actually upgrading to face cams soon. So Stevie,
I just got to get my hard drive from my laptop. Yeah, I apologize.
So,
technical difficulties on my end.
So our boy Stevie Nicks is gonna get a hard drive for his computer, which would then allow us to face record, so you could see our beautiful faces on YouTube. Because on YouTube it's just a screen and our lovely voices. But the time you get our lovely voices with our beautiful faces,
I have a crappy voice.
I would disagree.
I have a crappy voice. I have a lovely face. I just have a crappy voice.
I would disagree, Steven. I think your voice is lovely. Clap it up.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yes,
with
sir.
With a question mark.
Dab it up.
Yeah, bro. That wraps up episode 65.
Shout out to Knicks Anonymous family. We love you guys.
Shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks office.
Leon.
Shout out to the Water Boys. Shout out to the Towel Boys.
But
Shout
you
out
know
to the trainers.
Speaking of which, you know them dudes that wipe down the floor in the garden make a lot of money? They make
Like more than me type shit.
more than both of us.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
And I have a city job.
They don't even work every day.
I know.
They work every other day.
I want to be a dude that wipes the basketball floor.
Yeah. How do I get? I'm gonna look that shit up right now. The
Those dudes
fuck?
make like 80 grand a year, I heard.
Huh?
60 to 80 grand.
Oh
yeah.
my god, bro.
Dude, I have a city job and I don't even make that much.
This is America.
Yep. I guess that wraps it up, y'all.
We love
See
you
y'all next time.
guys. We'll see you. Well,
Soon.
I'm
We
not gonna say
don't know yet, but soon.
Yeah, we'll definitely make some content. So until next time,
Go Knicks.
let's go Knicks.